First at the gate, on sight, red free, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now back to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and 6. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 9 now. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Mike 57, coming to you. 50 seconds to Mike. I got one. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now he's going to use his legs. They find some open field here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lamar. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They go play action now. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 30, the
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now off the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dowdens. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. So we got man. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Go trap. We got double up.
Here's Dobbins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go, sack. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Watch the curve, watch the curve. And 58 is a money. 19. He's scared. 58. Hey. Mike, 58, right there. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They're spotted at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Play action. It's Jackson.
43-yard line.
Being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
10 at the 31-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 69 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Brian Burns, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there.
And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Play action. Now Jackson going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Another run here with Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Gun now on third down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. 25 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And to throw again is Jackson, eluding the pressure right.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Jackson's pass.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Buck.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer.
Lining up for
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
57. Mike, 57.
2nd and long. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Grant Delpit in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Tonight's final score.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as well.